Soft skills required to debug issues. If you are a technical person, you may be thinking, why do you need a soft skill to debug any technical issue? Say example, you are working on an application or you are deploying an application into a server and you are getting some error. What will you do? The technical skills helps you to debug and resolve the issue as soon as possible. If you are technically strong, with your knowledge, you will be able to identify the issue and the root cause of the issue as soon as possible and solve it. This is not the case always. Sometimes you may face an issue which you are not able to solve it. If you are not able to solve the issue, what are you going to do? What is the next step? What are all things to be done before telling my lead that there is an issue? Will my lead think I am not capable to resolve the issue? So these kind of questions will come into mind. In this video, I am going to talk about some of the soft skills required which will help to resolve the issue. Number 1. Usually the project team or the system team will maintain an issue log. The first thing you need to do is, if there is an issue log exists, go to the issue log and check whether your team members faced same issue or similar issue before. If there is a one in the issue log, then usually the issue log will have a resolution to fix the issue. From that, you can try those options too. Second, go and ask your team members, your peers. The same issue might be faced by your team members and they may tell you the answer immediately. This is the most important thing, how much time to spend in debugging the issue. See, usually whenever the issue happens, people tend to spend too much of time. Say they will try all the options, they will go to internet, they will browse different websites to find a solution. But how much time really you will spend? Will you spend 30 minutes, an hour, or 1 day, or 2 days, or 5 days in finding solution for the issue? In my view, anyone who is facing an issue should not spend more than an hour to find a solution for the issue. That is because whatever time you are spending to identifying the solution for this issue will have a direct impact on the module or project which you are working on. Okay, if you are going to spend 3 days time, it means the 3 days planned work is not done, which may directly impact the project timelines. So usually I recommend spending up to maximum of hour time in identifying solution for the issue. This is for the developers. If you are not able to find the solution within an hour, just go back to lead and tell lead there is a issue which you are not able to solve it. That brings a next one, intention to report the issue as soon as possible. Yes, this is one of the most important soft skill anyone should have. You should have an intention to report the issue. No one is going to think that you are facing an issue and you are not able to solve it. If you are able to report the issue at the right time, it will help the project. How will you report the issue? How to prepare to report the issue? These are the things you need to keep it ready while you are reporting issue. Number 1, what is the issue? Which environment or server or module the issue occurred? Are you getting any error code or keys or messages? And what are the options you tried to resolve the issue? Say you might have tried option 1, option 2. Say you might have restarted the server. You might have fixed some configurations. Right? List down all the options clearly, saying that okay, in order to solve this issue, I tried option 1, option 2, option 3, option 4. Keep that ready. And also you need to think about the current task what you are doing. Say the current task on which you got the issue, how much percentage complete and how much percentage of work is remaining. And in order to complete that remaining work after the issue is getting resolved, how much time you need. Keep this information in hand while you are talking to lead, because your lead will expect this, and if you are going to tell him upfront, he will be more happy saying that, okay, this problem is there, we need to solve it, but what we can do next step. So preparing this information is most important before you go to lead and talk to him. If the issue is not available in the issue log, go and add the issue to the issue log. That may help the other team members too. Communicate the issue to the lead. Okay, usually if the lead is having some free time, you can go and talk to the lead in person. You can explain about the issue and what are the preparation things you did. You can tell about all those things. After oral discussion, you can send a written mail to the lead with clearly documenting all the details. And also, you need to tell your lead that you added the issue to the issue log. Okay, and which will help the team members. And this is the most important part. You should ask your lead what you should do next. Lead sometime may say continue to identify the solution for the issue if the project has a timeline, or he may say let us put this particular task on hold, continue with other sort task, and he may try to find a solution for the issue, and then he may come back to you, and once he find a solution, he may tell you to resume the task. Okay, so you should clearly ask what needs to be done next. Okay, these are the soft skills you need in order to address the issue. You may be thinking, if I do all these things, what are the advantages? Number one, you communicated the issue at right time. It means you didn't impact the project timeline. You communicated to your lead, and your lead knows how to address the issue or how to communicate to in higher level so that the solution can be identified. Your lead might know how to fix the issue based on his or her experience. So it means you can learn from the lead and address the issue at that time itself. And this is the most important thing. You told all the options you tried. It really increases confidence to your lead on you. Any reasonable lead will be happy that you tried all these options and communicated the issue at the right time. And you sent a written mail which acts as a proof that you communicated. Okay, sometimes this is important. Some people think that communicating oral or in person to lead will be more helpful. But in some situations, I feel after communicating orally, sending mail also will helps. Okay, it is written, and it's not only just a proof. Even if you want to look at it after a month time, after a week time, okay, you know exactly what issue you faced and what you tried. All the options are documented clearly. And you didn't waste your time just sitting with the issue. Okay, it means it improved your productivity, which is good for the project as well as your growth. You updated the issue log, which will help other team members. It means you followed the best practice. In addition to that, you interacted with other team members and you asked them how to solve the issues. It means you are open to ideas and you are a team player. So following these kind of soft skills in resolving the issue will help you at long run in your career. This video is for the developer version. If you are a lead, how will you address the issue, or what are the soft skills required in addressing the issue? We will see it in the next video.